Hope everybody's having a good day. Had a special request from a viewer. He wanted me to drill and record and make some drilling content. So that's what we're doing. Now, today I got here on this job. Well, supposed to be nothing done yet, but they've already done the footer and they had all these blocks in the way. So you can see where I pushed it. Luckily, the contractor had an excavator here and I was able to push these things out of the way because this was in the way, the other one was in the way, those two over there are in the way. And then when you look at it, they had dug it up over here in the corner and it was tight for the water truck because there's only about 11 foot of space right here between the corner of this block and that little hill. And the water truck's so long, it just doesn't turn that well. So we finally got it in here. I did a million freaking K-turns, but we got it in. So we're gonna cut a hole today, take you along with me. I'm trying a new microphone. That's the purpose of today's video. So I'm gonna try a few different settings and see how it works. Had pretty good experience with these at the Jeffco Drill School. So I went ahead and bought me a set and we'll see how good they do for noise cancellation. I drilled the well next door and I set 87 foot of casing. Right now we're only about 35 feet in the ground. So I'm not even anticipating setting casing this early. But I look at this gauge right here, my rotation pressure. Once that climbs up above about 800, 850, I know that it's locking up. That tells me I'm drilling too fast. I shot about 2.5 hours of footage here, so I will make another video on this exact well. It will come out tomorrow or the day after. It will be the entire process from start to finish. This video is only covering the majority of the shots that I took without the lapel microphone on my t-shirt because the audio is just that hard to listen to. But the true diehards will get a full long video of this exact well if you want to watch it. Stop, let the hole blow. I'm just going to keep picking away at this. When I run into some granite, I'll catch back up with you. Alright, now this footage is just using the microphone on my camera. So that's what we compared to. Now I am probably 61, 62 feet right now. And I've been in solid granite for about 5, 6 feet. This right here is drilling in. Earlier it was really soft. See, I got a little bit of force. Pretty good. Nice and hard. Chain is moving slow. So I'd say we're pretty good. Yep. Need one more piece. Hey, no help him with the casing. I need a full one and then a short one. My phone's almost out. Right, so what we're going to do now, we're going to mark the rod. This is going to tell me where I stopped drilling. Correspondence with the table. We're going to stop. We're going to let the hole blow. As you can tell, I'm using foam. See all the foam? That's going to help lift the rock chips up out of the ground. They're getting casing laid out. I need another little tiny short piece. All right, well, we're going to trip out. We'll turn on the fan. Engine's getting up to 220 oil temp. All right. Well, I'm just going to go up. We're going to clean the hole, go back down, and then we're going to trip out and put the casing in. like to do this. I'll get less fall in this way. When I've been in rock for a little while, it helps just to clean the hole one good time. I'm almost out of foam. Water up. Just gonna bring it on down. This way, like, the hole is nice and clean. I'd love to see it when the casing bounces on the bottom. That way you know you got it really good. And it's hard to achieve that. It's hard to achieve a super duper clean hole. There you go. That one already has a little bit. But it looks good. It looks good. All right. Time to trip out and put in casing. Right now we're currently at 105 feet. Recording on my cell phone microphone. And that right there, if you can see the water coming off of it, that's all the water that the well makes right now. So it looks like probably 3/4 of a gallon a minute, somewhere between 60 and 100 feet. So I can write that down in my notes that I did encounter a little bit of water, but that's it, just a very little bit of water. So I'm going to go ahead and keep drilling. I got 3 more in the carousel. Go to 165 and we'll see if we make any better. Well, that didn't take very long. I only had the camera off for about 5 minutes. And you see what the donut is? So I've only drilled that much on the next rod. And I think I got water. So you can watch. We'll look at the rotation pressures. It went up on me, so I pulled it up. I had a lot of water flowing away. Somewhere about right here, I encountered a vein. Let's see if it starts to jerk. Watch. I'm in the middle of the aquifer right now. Low by drilling slowly. Drill too fast, the rock's all fractured, broken up. It'll cut through it really quick, but it busts off really big chunks. See, I'm going down a little quicker. Rotation pressures are going up. Air pressure is going to go up because I'm trying to overcome and fight my injection plus the water that's dumping in on top of it. Yeah, look at that. Awesome. Got a great well. Right now, that's only, I think we hit that water right at 120 feet. But we don't want to stop there. The reason why is because what if it's a pocket of water, right? Right now I'm probably getting out 10, 12, 15 gallons a minute, something like that. But it could be a pocket that's feeding me that much. That pocket may only be fed by a 2 or a 3 gallon a minute water bank. So you want to drill a couple more rods. That way you see if the production rate that it's making now, you're going to see if it slows down. So that's the importance of drilling a little bit more after you hit water to give it time enough to see if it's going to slow down. Now, I could totally like drill, say, 10 more feet and just sit here and blow it for 30 minutes to make sure that the water stays at that depth. Or I can drill it another 40 feet, right? I'm not wasting time. giving the well more depth, more spot for sediment to fall to over the years, and I'm giving myself another 40 feet of ability to hit even more water. That way, if there's an issue in the future where this water isn't good, I can line it out, which, based on the color right now, is beautiful. There's nothing wrong with it. Awesome. To get down here to the bottom of this, drill the next 2 rods. We'll call it a day. What a great day it is. I just went down to the next rod, just like I said, we encountered more water. I got a lot bigger chips out this time. See the size of the rocks that came out of the well? That's getting a lot of flow. A lot of water. Really good chips. It's beautiful. That point right there. The hammer stopped the fire, ran up here and had to pull up on it. It overloaded. You're about to see, like, we got a good 20+ gallons in the well now. And I still got one more rod to go. Water up a little bit. Even though we got water, we still want to wash the face of the bit off. Now we're going to go up above it, see if it catches. Yep, caught right there again, right there again. All right, now we're up above that water vein. I'm going to rotate a little faster. This way the bit will knock off any loose rocks that may be on the sidewall. Going out and flushing that vein. Once the bit gets back by it, yeah, she's chewing it up right now. It may start firing again. I can see down there I've got some chips that have shown up. We'll see if it starts firing when it gets to the bottom. That'll tell you how much stuff fell in. Bit, not bad. Okay, one last rod and then we're done. flow of water here. We'll see what it looks like once we're all done. Okay, so this is what we got. Mike is pumping the bentonite in there. I'm gonna probably come over here and put something to centralize this. We got a big space here and a little space here. I just wanted to be center. Once we pump a little bit more in there, it'll probably push it. All right. Now what we gotta do is get out of here without Mike running over the edge of the footer. Made it this far. Okay, I gotta do paperwork. Okie doke. Well, that's it. Grout settling a little bit right there. Smoosh some of this over there. Grout always seems to settle, which is honestly helpful if you were to put in a pitless adapter. But sounds like we need to grease that pump over there. Okay, good to go. Tags all glued on. Oh, let me put this on. Safety chain. I had this thing come off on me the other day. It drug for about 45 miles and it was just all ruined. All ruined. All set, buddy. So today's well, we were drilling for one of our local contractors. I'm friends with his sons and I figured might as well film it. I think a lot of my contractors eventually at this point have started to watch my content, which is kind of cool. But you get like a live perspective view of what we do and why we do, and there's a reason behind everything that, you know, there's a reason behind everything. I'm not just trying to sell somebody something for no reason. But 165 foot, 15 to 20 gallons a minute. That's a good day. So I'm gonna end it here. Thank y'all for watching. See y'all later. Peace.